Operation status quo. Operation status quo. Prepare to engage. Operation status quo. Ready to engage. Operation status quo. Engaged. Engaged. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Operation status quo, yo. That's the place you got to go. But you're here already, so you're off to a good start. Oh, my goodness. I got to tell you, I'm a little kind of fired up here because I just did my sauna, my sauna back here. Just 150 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. Was sitting there for a while, sweating it out, cleaning out the body, as it were. And, I wanted to do a dipsy doodle in the pool today, but it's a little chilly for a dipsy doodle. So I'm kind of caught between stop sweating and caught having some chills because it's a little chilly. So, like, I'm sweating and I'm chilly at the same time. It's like a freak of nature. I'm a freak of nature. All right, so here we are again on Operation Status Quo. I am Pete.Palma. I am your user-friendly host, broadcasting live from the comfy confines of my very own home. If you haven't been here before, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and be here today. I'm sure it'll serve you well. I hope it does. If not, it'll at least make you feel good about yourself when you see that there's people like me out in the world functioning in this capacity. You would say, geez, at least I don't have those problems. All right, so this is the place where we observe the status quo of life. We learn to flow with the status quo of life. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we create our own flow of quo, yo, because that's the only way to go. So what are you doing right now out there to create your own flow of quo? Let me know in the comments below. I am truly interested. I'm not just saying that. Because remember, if you're not living your flow of quo, you're living someone else's flow. And as we say, ding, 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 that is a no-no right here on Operation Status Quo. Because if you're not living true to you, then what the hell are you doing, right? What's the purpose of even being alive? Before I even get into it today, you can see how my brain just... Remember, this is a live stream of consciousness. If you are new here, I don't necessarily, it would be nice maybe to have some notes and a point, but generally we don't do that. Although I do have a little list that we're going to go through here today because it's the holiday season, so we want to have fun and enjoy the holidays a little bit and do some Christmas themed type shows through the month of December, right? We can't be all just serious all the time. Although, am I ever really serious? Because I talk about the importance of not being serious in a sense. I mean, of course, we have to live life and do things in a certain capacity and take care of our physicality and such and the items that need to be taken care of in a day-to-day life. But we don't take it seriously in the regard of thinking that it's as meaningful as the pressure and level that we put on those types of things. Yes, we have to maintain a life here, but at the same time, we are so much more than just that one-dimensional perception of the 3D. Well, we're actually three-dimensional perception, but that kind of sliver of life, which is just the physical 3D. There's so much more, right? So why we put so much pressure on ourselves? That's what I'm all about. That's what Operation Status Quo is all about. That's what everything that we do here is all about. Just to kind of say, let's take the pressure off and have fun. The chat is here. You guys are welcome if you join in to participate and to leave your comments. I'm sorry, I'm a little confused here because I will tell you, because YouTube, I guess, changed their format of when I go live. The screen here in front of me looks all different than what I'm used to seeing. So I'm just checking to make sure I can see all the things I see, which really doesn't matter. I don't need to see anything because I just need to see you. I just need to look at you. I need to look in your eyes. In your eyes. I am complete in your eyes. I feel so neat in your eyes. All right, so what was I going to say? I was going to say, isn't it an interesting concept if you think about it a little bit, just even existing in what we really even are, if you think about how life is just always going on and you're only your thoughts for like the moment that you're aware of your thoughts and as such, right? Because like, I'll just give an example. I was sitting outside this morning and I always get, I'm always getting downloads of ideas for my bits and different things that I do. And I was sitting there and I was just, watching the ducks in the pond and having a, relax. And then all of a sudden I started getting like, these ideas and I started thinking, okay, I could put this character with this and make him do a story like this. And then I realized like some time went by and I was like all engulfed in that, right? In that thought. And then I said to myself, it was just like another reminder to myself of like, damn, like how real are we and what am I? Like, like what, what I'm saying? Like you start thinking things and you don't even realize that you're there. You're just like, you're actually just like contemplating the thought. And then you realize, you're not really paying attention to time and such. You're not even paying attention to you or who you are or the fact that you're even existing. You're just kind of enveloped in the thought process or whatever. You can see that, like, even like when you're driving or something, you daydream and you kind of just like, that type of stuff. It's like, this is what just makes me think is like, what the hell are we? What the hell are you? Remember that in the Predator? What the hell are you? So, what are we? I should have done this show about that today, but we're not. I was just like an aside, a thought I had, I don't have many of those. So I try to, make the most of the ones that I do have, but what the hell are we? And, it's funny just how fluid it is in a sense. You go to sleep, right? And like you're dreaming, kind of wake up in the middle of the night, remember something. Oh yeah, I was dreaming this and oh yeah, that. And then like, I don't know. It's just a weird, it's like, it's so malleable and weird in a way, like the nature of existence itself. And then we're always so afraid of, passing at some point, I guess, like, everybody doesn't want to die and all this type of thing. You're afraid you're going to lose your essence yourself, or where do you go and all that. And then I start to wonder, how much more on the other side that we can actually engage in, as far as saying, if I lived this life and I lived like 1,000 other lives previous, am I able to experience all those lives at once at my will on the other side, which is almost like what's happening now. Like on the other side, my essence, my soul that is not just Pete, but the grander picture of it is probably just, is doing all of it at once. And I can only perceive this part of it because that's where I am. And that's the purpose of the physicality. Are you following what I'm saying? Am I losing it already? Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? Kris Kringle, he's a-coming. Sorry. Hey-o. All right, stop. My brain. All right, so today, ladies and gentlemen, we're just here to have fun and enjoy each other's company. Feel free to leave comments and chat and stuff. I always talk about this live stream, and hopefully one day it grow into a point where, people are actually watching when I'm live. And then, we can interact and ask questions and just, have fun with it instead of, people probably just watch and say, well, what the hell's we just watching this guy ramble on for 20 minutes or so. And it's like, yes, but you don't have to just, if you participate with me, then you don't have to listen to me just ramble on. We can have an engagement together, which would be lovely, because I think it's beautiful for people to build community and do things together. And that's all what we're about here on Operation Status Quo, is bringing people together. I'm a man of the people. You're the people. I talk about that all the time. And I'm just here to be that one voice. It's just one long, annoying voice, ladies and gentlemen. That's just what I'm here to be. All right. Anyway, I don't know. I'm sorry. Just, I think I'm all wigged out with the sauna. And then my cat has been going a little crazy today. He's very spunky. Was running around. He scratched me up a little bit. Can you see that? See that? He scratched me there, and he scratched me. Well, you probably can't see it there. That's a little newer. He scratched me up. I always like when he gives me a good scratch. I know he's healthy and having a good time. And he gives me a good scratch. So, anyway, he's been running around. Sometimes like the freaking cattle, like 2 days, I won't even hear from him. He's just like sleeping or whatever the hell he's doing. Then all of a sudden, because and he's just like he's been a maniac all day, running all around. I don't know. I think he took a good poop today. He's probably feeling free. Who doesn't feel free when you take a good poop? I'm sorry. We don't like to do toilet humor here. It wasn't really humor. It was just an observation. But still, we shouldn't even mention poop. It shouldn't even exist. Why does poop exist? Heyo. Another thing, we create a human life. Why do we create something where we have to poop, and pee and stuff? It's very dirty. It's like, it makes a lot of mess, and all this stuff has to go somewhere, right? Essentially. I always think of that when I'm out for my walks on this trash day, and I just see like the rows of trash cans and all this shit, and people, it's all piled, hanging out. Like, I don't know. I'm very meticulous about my trash. Everything is packed. I always pack trash I have and other things, and nothing ever smells. I make the most use out of all my trash bags and stuff. I don't just throw 2 things in there and then throw everything away and add to the I try to really I try to minimize, I guess, the carbon footprint, as it were, if I want to use that term, which I don't, but that's the term I use. Anyway, but why, as we create ourselves, we could do something a little cleaner. Like I say with the trash, all this trash has to go somewhere. Think about all the stuff we buy and all the junk we have. How many little cotton balls and Q-tips and tissues, people wipe their ass, whatever, everything stuffed in the trash. Yeah, it's just like mess, nasty crap everywhere. We're humans, blah. But we're moving towards a better. Hopefully, we'll finally one day. If you remember the movie Demolition Man, Sylvester Stallone had to learn to use the 3 seashells when he went to the bathroom. So hopefully, we'll finally get to the point where we can do that. I mean, I have seashells right here actually from my times at the beach, and I've been trying to figure out how to clean myself with these, but I haven't been able to do so yet. The secrets are not in the movie Demolition Man. They never really gave the manual or explained how to use it. They just was letting it know that was being done. So I don't know. I mean, this is a crazy show today. I don't know what the hell's happening so far. It's 10 minutes in and we haven't done a damn thing except for really the same thing that we always do, which is do the live stream of consciousness and just kind of create a vibe of happiness and love and joy and whatever that means to you and however you resonate with it. And, hopefully the words are just kind of like, you're sitting there like, it's like, he just keeps, it's like a freight train. He just keeps talking. All aboard! Let's go. We got lots of talking to do. Nothing to say. That's what the one woman said when I used to work in radio. Back in the day in the 90s there, and I was working at this one station, and the woman who took over, she didn't like my show because I basically spoke like this in a sense, all right. And she always said, you have a long show, but you don't have anything to say. It's like, all right, well, I mean, I've been here for a while. Ultimately, it didn't work out, and I did wind up leaving. That's how it is in that radio business. They don't like you, or you don't get along, or they change formats. And it's just that's just the way it goes. But she would always. Was afraid of like the jokes I would make. Because back then I was a little more than I am now, right? So, and she was afraid of the things I might say or what. So she used to always tell me, to record my show, and she wanted me to record my whole 4-hour show, and then she wanted me to leave her the cassette so that she can go back and listen to it, which I never did, and then she came to me the one time, was like, I thought I told you to record the show and leave a copy for me. I said, well, if you want to listen to my show, it's on every Wednesday night from 10 at night till 2 in the morning. So, no problem. Just 88.9, just tune the dial, and you'll find me from 10 to 2. You're the station manager, right? Figure out a way to hear me. Hey-o. I got to record it and give it to you. See, I was always that way. I always questioned everything, even when I was younger. I never was like, okay, whatever you say, I'll do it. I'm sorry. It's just the way we roll here on Operation Status Quo. So speaking of Operation Status Quo, today is the 10th. By the way, this is Operation Status Quo. I know I said that already, but you're just making me laugh because, have we done anything? Anyway, today is the 10th of December in the good year 2025, and today's program is entitled Ho, 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 Yo, because yes, Christmas is just around the corner. Today is the 10th, so we got 15 days. Wow, it's really amazing. 2 weeks, and here we are at Christmas already, and then, of course, the end of the year. It's just how amazing the time has gone. And 2025 has been kind of an interesting year. I mean, we have to reflect on that, I guess, when we get to the end of the year. Last show of the year, maybe we'll reflect on that a little bit and say, what the hell happened in 2025? Is really what a huge difference for myself. Just to say quickly before I get into what we're going to do here today, but when I started 2025, I had just finished recording the album at the end of 2024, and I was setting up to have things released, which was going to be released in May. Right. I'm just thinking for what I was doing in January then to what I'm doing in January now, it's like kind of like night and day, and it's really amazing to see how things progressed. We all have our own individual lives and all. It's just this was a very empowering year for me personally, just as far as really rebuilding. I don't want to say I'm not a confident person, but just really kind of taking it to another level and really believing in myself, and even everything I've been doing with the characters and stuff. If you guys are following along with the New World cast, it's just like it really just exploded into something I never thought to even do. Right, it was the only reason I did any of it was because I was trying to promote the album, and then it's like what now? I'm like, what album? It's like I did an album, and I'm really into this other facet of stuff. And anyway, it's just funny how things evolve. That's what we talk about here on Operation Status Quo too, is about finding your own flow of quo and living true to yourself. And when you do that, It's amazing what comes of it, right? So okay, so today, ladies and gentlemen, on Ho 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 Yo, we're going to talk about got a little I guess it's a list in a sense, but let me go back to the top so I can read the title. Like, I thought it'd be interesting to look into some Thanksgiving to some Christmas traditions, because people do different things for the holiday. What do you do? What's your Christmas tradition? Is it maybe even just skipping Christmas is the tradition, or whatever you like? But let me know in the comments below, all right? And don't forget to click subscribe while you're at it, or maybe like. It would help out the channel. I'd appreciate it. I get like a like every, every 6-7 shows. And I get a subscriber like every 2-3 months. So that's nice. Let's keep up the pace, right? All right. Anyway. So I have some traditions and activities for families for Christmas. So maybe if you don't have any of these traditions, or you don't have any traditions at all, and you're looking for some traditions, you can utilize some of these. So let's see what the mainstream world, because we're always getting mainstream information off the internet that's dumbed down to the general populace. But let's see what they have to say about some of our some traditions could be for Christmas this year. Well, trimming the tree. Trimming the tree is number one, which is obvious. This is tradition is that we probably this tradition is one that we probably share. Of course, we gather the family together to decorate the Christmas tree with ornaments, lights, and shiny tree topper. Make it a festive event with holiday music and hot cocoa. When I was a kid, I used to always love that part. When the family we would decorate all together, and I was always the tree guy. My mom did other stuff, and anyway. But I did. I was the tree guy. I put the tree up. I put the lights on the tree. I put the ornaments. And I used to put the trains and the houses. We had little houses and trains, and I'd put them around the bottom, and we'd have Christmas music playing on while we did that. So I was always a fun one. You can't go wrong with the decorating of the tree. All right, the Advent calendar. I used to do this too when I was a kid. Being that I am a recovering Catholic, of course, count down the days to Christmas with the Advent calendar, revealing a small surprise or activity each day. It builds anticipation and adds daily excitement. It's like, do you need? And when you have kids, especially, do you need any more daily excitement? It's like the kids are every day like, oh, when's Christmas? When's Christmas? Look at the calendar. You see where it says 25? That's when Christmas is. So here we are. You see the 10? That's where we are. That's where we got to be. So just let's go, right? But the kids are already all kind of worked up and all about it. But the Advent calendar is good because I don't know what they do now. Maybe they do something different. But, when I was a kid, we always had a little piece of chocolate in there. So you open it each day. It says something religious in there. But who the hell cares about the religion? Religion, right? But the chocolate was good. The chocolate each day. So they're fattening you up like on the way, like all the way through leading up to Christmas. They're fattening you up a little bit each day, right? All right. So what else we got here? The holiday movie marathon is another one. You can create a cozy movie night at home, complete with classic Christmas movies like It's a Wonderful Life, Home Alone, Rudolph, Elf, and whatever else you like, popcorn and all that type of stuff. Now, I don't know if that's really would be a great tradition because in a sense, like these movies are on every single day as we're leading up to Christmas. So, I mean, you pretty much just like watch them every day. If you want to make it a marathon, you're on a movie marathon that you're going to watch these same movies every single day up to and including Christmas. I always enjoy personally as of course, A Christmas Story. And when they do 24 hours of A Christmas Story, I do leave that on. I used to always do it too when they had it on, I don't know if they still do. They used to have it on TBS and TNT. I don't know if they still do it this way, but anyway, and one would start at 8 o'clock, or the other one would start at 9 o'clock. So, I would always be flipping back. It's like I'm watching the same movie, like back and forth. When the commercial came on one, I flip back to the other one, and it's at that part, and then I flip back over here, and it's at that part. And I don't know. I just love that Christmas Story movie so much. I really could. It's one of those goofy things. Like I can watch that movie like incessantly without even. I have no problem having it on all day, just over and over and over. It's like you think it would make you crazy, but maybe it did make me crazy. Maybe that's why I am crazy. Gingerbread house decorating is one. I was never one for the gingerbread thing and the gingerbread houses. I don't know. I just don't. You're spending all that time to put this house together, and then you're going to break it apart and eat it. I mean, I don't know. I think you could utilize your energy to better things. Maybe we should do this really for more like homeless people and such. Like we can build houses that are edible, and then they can they work their way around the house, and they still have shelter. You don't eat the roof first. Maybe eat like one wall. first, and you still have shelter for a while, but you're still gaining sustenance while you have shelter. And then once you consume the house, then you get yourself another one. It kind of makes sense. So you always have food and shelter at the same time. Like, we really should do that. We should make everything edible. Edible cars. You drive somewhere, it's a long trip. You just start to eat the door while you're driving, right? And then like when you get there, you get another car, and then you eat that one on the way back. You never have to stop, for food on your long journey. Seems to make a lot of sense. See how we think of things here on Operation Status Quo? Christmas cookie baking, of course, is a tradition. You guys bake cookies? I used to love, when my grandma was around, she made awesome cookies, and it was always fun to be in the kitchen with her, especially her chocolate chips. I always loved the chocolate chips, and she did the peanut butter ones for me, too. I like a good peanut butter cookie. They were really nice. Okay, letters to Santa. Each family member write a letter to Santa expressing their Christmas wishes and reflecting on the past year. It's a heartwarming tradition that can be cherished for years to come. So let's see, our kids, these people were saying the kids are older now, so they don't do this tradition anymore. Why not? You were writing letters. If the kids are older now, so what? And if you were writing letters with the kids to Santa, I mean, you can still keep writing them. Can you imagine you write like you're mad at Santa, dear Santa? The kids, I'd be like the kid. Last year, you promised me a Tonka truck, and I never got it. You're a liar, Santa. You're a no-good liar, preying on people's feelings and emotions, getting their hopes up, only to crush them and let them down, you bearded bastard. I swear to God, when I'm old enough, I'm taking a flight to the North Pole. I will find you, Santa. Look at me. Keep this letter. Remember me. I will find you. It'll be like in what's the other movie? A Bronx Tale. When after they beat up the bikers in the bar, and Sonny's like, "Look at me, remember me. I did this to you." This is a good one. Outdoor lights tour. I always like the lights. The lights are always a fun thing. So, take the family in the car, or, down here in Florida, it's nice. So you can just maybe get on the bikes, right? And ride the family can ride the bikes around. Although the way people drive around here, I don't know if you want to drive at night, riding a bike at night, because there's a pretty good chance you could get run down. But you can do the outdoor tour of the lights. I always enjoy seeing the houses lit up nice and everything. A lot of people here have some nice decorations overall. You know what people do? And I mentioned this before, the blow up decorations. I just don't understand the blow up decorations. I apologize. I mean, my neighbor right over here across the street. Matter of fact, let's see if I can do this real quick. I can maybe show you out the window. Let's see if I got my, I got to go over here. Hold on a second. To my close cam, because I moved a lot of my cameras. Let's see, is the close cam working today? Oh, yeah, the close cam's right. It's the close cam, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo. How we doing out there, ladies and gentlemen? All right, let's see if this reaches. I'll show you out the window real quick. Can we see? You see the blow up decorations out there across the street? You see the Santa, and it's kind of hard to see through the thing, but they got the Santa and the tree and the snowman and all that type of stuff and everything. Yeah, hey, you doing out there? I should do the whole show like this, because I think I'd be into it a little bit more. Maybe we keep you, actively engaged, with the view. Oh, hold on, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. All right, back to what we're doing. Oh, excuse me, I'm waiting. My nose is running a little bit. Oh, that's so funny. And I was watching on the screen as I was popping all around. But I don't like the blow up decorations. I feel like it's cheap, a cheap way of decorating. You just buy this thing and you just blow it up and stick it out there. I mean, it takes a little creativity to organize things out in the front, or to, put lights up and around. So I'm just not big on the blow up things. Some of them look all right, but I don't know. This one guy down the street's got a snowman, and the snowman's got three. It's like some kind of abomination. It's like one big round bottom with a snowman head on top, and then two other snowman heads coming out the sides. I'm like, this is what the frig is this thing? The island of Dr. Moreau or whatever the frig, right? So here we go. So another tradition could be Christmas Eve pajamas. Start a tradition of gifting new pajamas to each family member on Christmas Eve. Wear them that night for a cozy, festive bedtime. So every year now, you got to buy pajamas for the whole family. So what happens to the ones from the year before? Are you at least giving them to someone in an effort to have them utilized? How many pairs of Christmas pajamas can you wear? Let's be real. After a couple of years, it starts to get a little old. I guess, although if you have kids, the kids are growing, so they probably grow out of the pajamas. It makes sense there. We got to try to look at all aspects and be fair. Operation Christmas child shoeboxes. Each year, my parents take all of their grandchildren to the dollar store and have them fill up a shoebox full of gifts for a child in need for Operation Christmas Child. That's a very beautiful sentiment. Again, the kids probably like, hey, listen, if you're going to be a cheap ass and get me some nonsense at the dollar store, some trinket that's going to break as soon as I pick it up, do me a favor and don't get me nothing, all right? Don't waste your time buying me a dollar store item in a damn shoebox. At least give me a sandwich. It's not funny. There's nothing funny about it. Get out of here. Come on. Hey, are you still laughing? I thought I said it wasn't funny. All right. You can volunteer together. There's always plenty of things to do to volunteer, to give back to the community during the holidays. Matter of fact, my one neighbor, I speak to him sometimes. He takes his daughter, he did for Thanksgiving, and we'll do again for Christmas to one of the homeless shelters, and they help him work to feed the homeless when a meal's going on. So it's always nice to give back to the community and help people best you can. Homemade gifts. We love making, this is whoever was saying this, we love making homemade gifts for family and friends. Some of our favorites include our cookies, my mom's hot chocolate. Well, these aren't gifts, really. It's like everybody makes cookies. Is it a gift? Let's see. Growing paper whites. What the hell is a paper white? Growing paper whites. I don't know what that even means. And then homemade soup. So there you go. So you just basically can cook. Here, now this one, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on here, but this one is called Find the Pickle. Now, this sounds like it could be, I think this was started by Jeffrey Epstein. This is like Jeffrey Epstein would bring the girls to the island back on Christmas, and they used to play Find the Pickle. Am I allowed to make myself laugh once in a while? Please indulge me, okay? Are you with me out there, by the way? Let me know. Say something in the chat, all right? What are we doing out there? The tradition of hiding and finding the pickle Christmas ornament was a new tradition to me when I married my husband. Oh my God, this is like telling a joke in of itself. I should make a bit out of this one, right? Which character should I have do find the pickle? Anyway, it was a new tradition to me when I married my husband. Oh yeah, I bet it was. He got married. He's like, listen, sweetheart, we got this thing we do with the family. It's called Find the Pickle. You understand what I'm talking about? Don't freaking piss me off. Find the pickle. And I think you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, but the kids absolutely love this game. Oh, it's for the whole fun for the whole family. The whole family finds the pickle. The kids absolutely love this game, and it keeps them occupied for hours. Oh my God, come on. It's too funny. You don't even, where's my applause? Thank you. Don't delay on me. It's too funny. You just have to think, I don't even have to make a joke out of it, right? It's called Find the Pickle, and the words in the story are making it funny on its own. But anyway, it keeps them occupied for hours. It is just like it sounds. One person hides the pickle ornament while others leave the room and then come back, and the hider lets them know if they are hot or cold. Fun for all ages. Can you imagine with the guy back with his wife again? Sweetheart, you're a little cold there. You're not, a little lower to find the pickle, honey. All right, stop, please. Now, we don't do this here. I try to be kind. I know. I'm sorry. You're right, because I want to make it family friendly. I'm not trying to make dirty, rude jokes. That's not what we do. I got you. Please, just get out of here. Please. Thank you. And you too. Get it the hell out of here. Let's do a few more of these. Oh my gosh, we're up to 28 minutes. All right. Christmas morning breakfast or Christmas day lunch. That's always a nice thing. I never really did a big breakfast on Christmas because we always had a big dinner. So, and again, just like Thanksgiving, I never really ate breakfast. I was a breakfast guy when I was young. When I was a kid, I always had breakfast, but then as life went on, I haven't eaten breakfast in really years. I don't eat anything till later in the day, except for my vegetable juice, which I'll be doing right after the show. Story time by the fireplace, so you can sit by the fireplace and read a story. Although I do find that this does leave some people to feel left out at times because not everyone has a fireplace. So now you want to sit by the fireplace and read a story, and everybody's let down because there's no fireplace to sit by. So somebody has to sit there and do like, hold on, I got this piece of paper here. You gotta make the fire sound. And then you sit there like this. So it sounds like a little fire crackling. Then you go, 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, Frosty the Snowman was chasing a mouse. Right? All right. By the way, this is what my cat was playing with. I had to wait a little bit to do my show because he was rolling all over the floor. Can we finish these? Oh, shoot. We got to go back. What happened here? I got... It refreshed my screen. I did that. We did, story time. Visit a live nativity. That'd be fun. Visit a live nativity and then, be like a heckler. That'd be so funny. Oh, that's not what Joseph looks like. Oh, come on, Mary. You can do better than that. Visit a live nativity scene. Then you can, you throw tomatoes at them. I'm not saying you should attack anybody or do anything rude, but just the idea of somebody going to a live nativity scene and heckling them when it's supposed to represent the birth of Jesus, whatever. But anyway, you can make homemade hot chocolate, which is nice, but you do that all the time. Adopt a family as if you don't have enough trouble of your own with your own wife and kids and husband and in-laws and everything else. Now, on top of it, in the joy of the stress of holiday season, let's take on adopting another family. Yeah. Because they have less. So we got to give them something. Even though I'm stressed out of my mind and I don't even want to be bothered with this damn holiday to begin with, Doctor. Yeah. What else we got here? So you can adopt a family. That's a nice thing to do. Attend the Christmas Eve service. If you want to waste your time in church, you could do that too. But don't. No, anyway, I'm going to let it go there. I'm going to let it go there. Let it go there. We got a few more. The hot chocolate bar. Create a hot chocolate bar with various toppings like whipped cream, marshmallows, blah, blah, blah. Let everyone customize their drink. That sounds like a lot of work, quite honestly, ladies and gentlemen. Visit Santa Claus and the reindeer. Make a trip to see Santa Claus at the local mall or holiday event. Capture the moment with a photo to remember the visit. Again, these are holiday traditions. A lot of people do these things. You can create a nativity centerpiece. Does your family have a nativity set? Why not create a nativity scene centerpiece that's not only stunning but also deeply meaningful? Our family nativity set is one that my parents passed down to us, so it's very special, blah, blah, blah. But maybe you can build your own. Like maybe you like Legos or something like that, and you build like a Lego nativity scene, or you take styrofoam and make little faces and characters, like sock puppets. Like sock puppets would be cool. Make like a sock puppet nativity scene in your house. Or maybe you're someone that has a lot of pets, and you some people like to take their pets to the taxidermist and have them stuffed after they pass on. So maybe if you do something like that and you have a bunch of pets around that have passed, you can have all your pets stuffed. Because I always said, when my grandma, before she passed, and I never really got to it, unfortunately, but I did tell her that when she passed away, I was going to have her stuffed, because we wanted to still have her around, and I thought it'd be nice to have her stuffed, and then we can I can have her set up so that she could do different things, like and during Christmas, we can put her in the kitchen, actually if she's cooking, whatever, put her in the bathroom with a bottle of Windex, like she's cleaning the mirrors, like all the stuff she always used to do. Put the vacuum in her hand and stick her in the hallway, leave her there for a while. to tell her I was going to stuff her, and then my mom went and had her damn cremated before I was able to frickin' stuff her. Where's my damn applause? No, and that's not right, because I was going to stuff her. And then while I'm down here in Florida, I didn't have the chance. They went and cremated it. Do you believe it? What am I going to do with ashes? Come on, Grandma. I could have had you stuffed. You could be sitting right here as a prop on my show. All right, we got listen to Christmas music. Obviously, if that's not like annoying enough, every store and every place you go to, it's Christmas music, Christmas music, Christmas music, Christmas. I feel badly for the people who work in like these department stores and all that. It's like all day long. Ding, 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 are you listening? Ring, 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 ding, 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 it's like I'm gonna blow your brains out after like 2 days. Christmas game night, family game night is a perfect Christmas tradition for activity as an activity for families. I'm sorry, I'm always further ahead of myself than I need to be. So this family started this tradition a few years ago. Has quickly become a favorite. This is a great tradition where all ages get involved, blah, 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 blah. So, sit down, and you should be doing a game night. You should be doing shit with your family anyway. Like you need Christmas to have a tradition, have like a game night, or make hot chocolate together, or watch a movie, or I mean, you know what I'm saying? People, like, put the phones down, everybody sit together and do something. You don't have to just do it during Christmas. All right, here is the last one today, ladies and gentlemen. Pray, reflect, and set set goals and dreams. That's right. Take time as a family to pray and reflect on the past year and set goals for the upcoming one and share resolutions and aspirations in anticipation of the new year. Talk about all the answered prayers and ones you are still praying for. It's like, well, I've been praying for like 6 years now, and I'm still stuck with you sons of bitches every Christmas. You're just here and it won't go away. It won't go away. I know. They're everywhere. Yeah. You're gone. Let's give an AO. AO. All right, that's what we did here today on Operation Status Quo. Was it fun for you? Was it as good for you as it was for me? Back to find the pickle, right? Ayo! Ayo! Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have here for you today on Operation Status Quo. Seriously, I hope you're doing well out there. I hope you're enjoying the Christmas season thus far and having fun with that and everything and having a good time. And remember, take life lightly, okay? Let's not make things so heavy. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the holidays. They'll be over before you know it, and you'll be in the throes of the misery of the dead of winter, praying for spring. That's the beauty, though. Come on down to Florida, say hello, and get into the sunshine, and you'll feel a lot better about yourself. I know I do. All right, so that's what I have for you here today. If you haven't done so already, please, ladies and gentlemen, take time to like, subscribe, share, send this out to your friends, your family, those you love, and of course, those you despise as well. I love each and every one of you out there individually as well as a group. God bless you. Don't forget, of course, to check out the Happy Day album. I still remember it, even though I said I forgot it in the beginning of the show. But yeah, check out the Happy Day album. It's now streaming on all your favorite music streaming platforms. We got pete.palma.com. I'm still trying to work on that website. I got things coming. Everything takes time. I'm sorry. Just stick with me, and enjoy the content here, ladies and gentlemen, that we're doing on Operation Status Quo. I appreciate your support out there. All right. I love you. God bless you. All that kind of stuff. And until next time, Operation Status Quo disengaged. Oh.